Welcome, dearest Sangha, to our guided meditation series led by our Venerable Khenpo Tenzin on the 37 practices of a Bodhisattva's way of life. We'll begin today's class in the Yellow Garchen Buddhist Institute prayer book, page 4 and 5. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion.
Shakji Jarbu Jadongo Zanzar, Durjin Jenje de Lo Naro, Dam, Marbamala, Chije, Gambo, Pamodra, Javan, Rugomba, Kajulama Nanje, Dajon, Dananda Zara, Damja, Lama, Laba, Laya, Jizozon, Lazan, Yundin Jamzon, Alawan, Dindu Donjin, Bergela, Zor, Daga, Lo, Chuzon, Rover, Sinja, Labdo, Sur, Chu, Lambton, Rover, Sinja, Labdo, Sur. Lam Trova Sevra Sunja Labdo Sor, Trova Ishi Sanja Vra Sunja Labdo Sor, Gange Tinjan Revan Jong, Gapa Meba Che, Meba Chepa, Meba Ta, Meba Mebando, Meba Tate, Tomin Tunje, Me, Trubanya Jeje, Demba, Zova Sanje, Mananje, Tamba de la Shanzar, Do, Rinchen Zava, Lama Chije, Kuzon, Toje, Sinlantat. The good you love it, the get in Badan Sanje, Jadon, Lapojan, Robert Sinja, Labdo Sor. The Dhamma brothers, sisters, first I would like to say thank you so much again to John on the participate meditation class. Actually, our practitioners have lots of responsibilities. We are going to take responsibility of all mother sentient beings, but the reason we take this responsibility is because all mother sentient beings are suffering through different karmas. So through our Dharma, listen, reflect, and meditate, through this way we can benefit all of them. And also it will greatly benefit ourselves. And then our meditation is 37 practices of Bodhisattva's way of life. Verse number 21. Probably today we will do 21 and 22. So before meditate, or bhavana in Sanskrit, which means we are going to become familiar with something. So till now we are busy as a bee. So we are busy for the honey. Bees thought honey are very important. It's me too. But if we are attached with the small things, temporary things, then we cannot receive great bliss. So now we are on the second stage, which means our next stage is Buddha's stage. So we are going to go on the Buddha's stage. We don't want to go back in the stage of samsara. And that's why we should meditate. Sometimes there are lots of things to do for meditating, but sometimes there are no more. So today we do lots of things part, and also we do no more things. So what should we do? Now you gently close your eyes and you keep your body structure and you relax. First you give rest your body completely. Even you focus on your joints, necks, shoulders, what's it called, waist and knees. You relax, soft, very completely relax. Your body. Even you fall into sleeping, doesn't matter. Okay? Please don't focus anything. Even you if earthquake occurs, doesn't matter. The tsunami occurs, doesn't matter. Only focus your body and relax. Just rest on there. Okay? For a little while. so joyful, yeah. I think someone just don't like come back from meditation. Meditation means you always think, oh, I'm going. It's doing something. You don't imagine like that. Meditation means rest at ease, relax peacefully. So then you can meditate continuously. And then the second, this part is, in this case, concentration is your meditation, okay? But you have to little bit observe, analyze little things. So I will recite this. Verse number 21. Sensory pleasures are like salt water. The more you drink, the greater your thirst. Abandoning at once all things that give rise to clinging attachment. This is the way of Bodhisattva. Salt water is a good example for Tibetan because they drink a lot of salty water. But I don't know, you guys may not drink salt water, but if you drink salt water, then we'll get thirsty, okay? So now we are going to review. You gently close your eyes as you concentrate that. You review this. I read that, yeah? What it says. And after then you look at your attachment. Do you have attachment or not? Do I have attachment or not? Yeah, yes, of course. You should be honest by yourself. And if you have attachment, what kind of attachment? What does it do? You later investigate, okay? Investigate for a little while. It says, abandon at once all things that give rise to clinging attachment. You think if we are going to give up all things, we cannot. There are countless phenomena we cannot give up. As Shantideva said, if we try to cover by leather, if we try to cover this Mother Earth by leather, we cannot cover it. But if we cover our feet, then it will seem like we covered all Mother Earth by leather. So we cannot give up all these appearances and this all phenomena. We cannot give up all phenomena, so we don't try. But we try to give up our own attachment and clinging. So there is a clinging and attachment. I am not clear much about between clinging and attachment, but in this case, my what I focus is clinging and fixation. Okay, so you a little bit investigate what is what is different between clinging and fixation. Probably you already have get answer. Do I have attachment? Yes. And now we start to understand difference between the clinging and fixation. So first we investigate a little bit on them. Okay. Clinging is actually want. In English, want. W-A-N-T. I want it. And then at that time, it does not mean 100% I need it, yeah? And then first we say, I want it. And then slowly we say, I need it. The one thing, one object. And then this attachment getting stronger and stronger, then I must need it. And then this feeling becomes stronger and stronger. Without this, I cannot alive. I cannot do anything. So that's where attachment how grows. Attachment means like that. So that's where it brings example of salt water. So now we all have this kind of attachment. Actually, the feeling of attachment is actually this is a feeling of happiness, and the temporary happiness. This is temporary happiness, but unfortunately, it leads suffering. It is like a beautiful flower. If there is a beautiful flower, when it is fresh, colorful, it's very nice. But it getting old or something happened, then we don't like it. Then we start to throw. We often do that, yeah? We buy very fresh, nice, colorful flowers and put it into the water a week, 2 weeks, something, and then it getting old, and then we throw away. So attachment means like that. So now we are going to concentrate on oneself. So in your life, which object leads your attachment strongly? So let you know that through your concentration. Okay? I think you all found it. You all found. This is a piece of cake. So now I told you, if you try to give up that object, It's not easy. For example, if you attach on Apple mobile phone, uh, for example, Apple 12, you try to give up this, but then there is 13. So then maybe will come 14 and so forth. That's why it's really difficult to give up those material things. And you don't try to make effort to give up them. So best thing is you are going to try to reduce attach on this. But don't misunderstand. Right now, if you have a car, for example, new car, then according to this meditation, you don't want to give up that car, okay? But then we are going to take some benefit through this meditation. Or I have a car, I already worried if it's somebody steal it, or it's something happened, or you have a very strong attachment on this new car. But through this meditation, you don't want to give up that car, but you are going to reduce your attachment. Which means if this car happened something, you are not so much suffering. This is a spiritual method. So this is example. Now you should be your own master. So how to reduce your attachment? So you search a method by yourself for a little while. Okay. There are many methods, and the best thing is when your attachment grows from your mind, you acknowledge. This is very important. After you acknowledge, and you should know the faults of attachment, and if you and then you try to reduce that attachment. If you let often grow your attachment, then it becomes clinging. Clinging means it start to hold, for example, others' body. That means your mind becomes like a nail, then it connect on the wall or wood. And then fixation means then this nail goes very deep inside, and then it's very difficult to bring it back or take off from there. So that's why, for example, you are too much clinging on your boyfriend or girlfriend, and then if your boy and girlfriend made some mistake to you, disliked stay with you, probably you decide that you will suicide. I heard many young generations nowadays it happened in different countries, and like then during the school's examination, and then they lost a job, they become crazy, and then they start to drink alcohol, take very poisonous drugs. I don't know about medicine part, but and then they thought if something lost, then everything doesn't work. So that means they have very strong clinging and fixation on the one object. But through this method, still you can keep very good relation between your friends. You can keep your job. If they lost, something happened, then it will not affect to your mind forcefully, strongly. That's where you are going to watch your attachment. You watch your attachment and try to reduce. Acknowledge whenever it arises in your mind, acknowledge, and then start to reduce it with different methods. So you can keep your job, but you can keep your favorite things, of course, but if too much clinging on there, then it will become fixation. If it is become fixation, then it really strongly affect. Even this thing is a very simple, small thing, but it's effect to your life. That's why it's so important to acknowledge the attachment and start to reduce it. Okay? Now we are going to, this part is very important, so that's where I would like to offer you the second part, verse number 22. It says, the way things appear is your own mind. Mind itself paramodally transcends fabricated extremes. Knowing just these, do not create concepts of subject and object. This is the way of Bodhisattva. You often heard this. So, the way things appears is your own mind. Let us reflect on this. Even you can check, is it true or not? Or how they are my own mind. You investigate a little bit. You heard this almost 50 more times, but how many times you meditate on there? So this is a great opportunity. You should think, and then you meditate on there. So this verse is the essence of the 37 way of Bodhisattva. This part, the verse, is extremely important. So this is your main practice when you practice way of Bodhisattva. So you should decide. We are going to repeat again. So how we are going to repeat is, first you think all appearances are my own mind, which means your mind is like a mirror, and then everything reflects on this mirror. Or if your mind is like water, and then all the trees, clouds, the sun, moon, they reflect into your mind. Yeah. So first you do go this, and after you need view. If you don't have a view, then it cannot benefit greatly. Momentarily you have feeling something, but it's not help for long. That's why please try to gain view. So you decidedly think, decisively think all appearances are my mind. But first you don't decide how all these appearances are your mind. You a little bit focus on there, and then when you think, oh, everything's are my mind, and then you decide on that, okay? Decisively concentrate on there. Let us do it again. Okay. Probably you get this because everything's your mind means. Even we bring one single example, a person, his friend says he is wonderful, but his enemy says he is so bad. A person, where we can find it, if this is not our mind, if it is not one's mind. Oh, summer season is perfect among the 4 seasons. But once say, oh, summer season is so boring or so like that, everything like that. Oh, this food is delicious, wonderful. But someone say different things. So everything made by mind. So it does not mean we criticize that object, but it label or it everything related depend over mind. So this is pretty easy part. Now we come back, go next part. Mind itself paramodally transcends fabricated extremes. Okay, fabricated extremes. So there are, this is actually Mahamudra, Dzogpa Chimbo, they are including this. So now we are not bringing these higher vocabularies, but now we are going to directly focus on their mind. I said everything mind. I confidently said all appearances are our own mind. I said confidently and we meditated on that. But now we are going to focus on the mind. Where is mind? We don't go in very deep because we don't have more time. We can do that again, but where is mind? You start it from your crown to feet. Okay? If you found it, I'll give you a special gift. If you will not find, I prostrate to you. That means you are a great meditator. Okay? You start to search. It is color, shape, form. Anywhere you can search. Okay. Thank you so very much, and all of you all for joining. And I deeply rejoice. And actually, we say Bodhisattva, Bodhisattva. If we practice as this 37 way of Bodhisattva, path instructions, and then spontaneously practitioners become Bodhisattvas. So I deeply respectfully rejoice, and then let us dedicate through way of Buddhist Sabchita or Safa. Chancho Semjo Rinpoche Maji Banam Jijurje Jiba Nyamba Me Barya Kone Kunde Bevarsho.
May bodhicitta, the precious and supreme mind, arise in whom it has not yet arisen. Where it has arisen, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher.
Okay, have a wonderful time. May Tara blessing you all.